Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as Great Britain. So we are currently in a scramble for Australia here versus the Mamelukes, who have apparently decided showing up here would be a good move right after I do. We're also still colonizing a spice island here, and then we've got to jump over to Australia with that one. We're still also fighting for Brazil, but I'm trying to get... Where's the spice island? Oh, actually, I don't have that. I have to actually own colonial Australia. Okay. Right. Kind of that. Then I only need one spice island, then I get a claim on Bengal here. Hmm. Well, that's going to be an interesting fight if I actually go to deal with it. In other news, we're also fabricating a claim over here on Tula. Hopefully we will actually manage to wipe them out before someone else gets to it. Apparently I have too few seats in Parliament. Okay, where's a high development province I can throw in there? We'll stick... Do we have Essex in there? We do. Do we have Hampshire, Sussex, Kent, Oxford, Coventry? We'll add Coventry to it. There we go. I think we still don't have a vote yet because we're still supporting our dynasty. King Adolphus I von Habsburg is doing fairly well. We're going for the tech rather than the idea. Yeah. I'm gonna have to throw some colonists over there at some point. They're getting a little bit pushy there. They're also fighting really hard for Mexico here. Whew. Oh, we're losing gold to privateers. I wonder who's doing that. On the other hand, it looks like the Portuguese are having some rebel issues. Or were having rebel issues. Peru just squashed them. Oh, that's marvelously convenient. The king with low legitimacy is now righteous to get even more legitimacy. A bit ironic. Global trade still hasn't launched. Huh. Well, I guess I will hold global trade's record for the time being. Shakespeare. Cool. Let's put Shakespeare into office. Yeah, let's put Shakespeare in office. Frees up a little bit other money so we could do... Well, let's see what happens next month with cash. Sometimes it's really weird. 33. Okay, so I could up you to a level 3 advisor. I mean, we're pretty much ahead of time in all tech now. It's just a matter of... Okay, coalition. Shoot, 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 shoot. Okay, what does our alliance network look like? Oh, this is going to be really rough. Oh my. Okay. Shoot. Fox attacked us. Where in the world are you? You're way up there. Okay. Target acquired. Yeah, hopefully we'll get those troops to destroy those guys. We will immediately launch an attack down here. Okay, how about our forces in Europe? Target number 1 will be, I think, France. Obviously, since we're in a coalition, we can't actually piece out individual people. Luckily, Burgundy is not in the war. This would be so much harder if Burgundy was in this. On the other hand, the Ottomans are fighting Austria. Austria's on our side, but the Ottomans are winning. Ottomans couldn't join our side because they're losing to Austria. Huh. Okay. What's the worst side shape up to be? They have more troops than we do, assuming we discount Austria-Hungary, or just Austria in general. Okay. There, stacked wipe those guys. Every single native country I can wipe out here at the beginning I want to do, so, take more money. Oh my, they have 14 units, that's not good. Cancel you two, actually. Oh, it's the Hurons. For now, I'll send those troops to Spanish Canada. They're probably going to die, but... we are lucky in the sense that there is Cuba on our side, but they're going to be busy fighting the Spanish West Indies. Be very interesting. I've actually never had a war solely due to colonial issues. This is a bit of a first for me. No, I'm not going to march that far. We are going to march south and try and deal with the Pope. Whereas Spain's army seems not to be responding to Portugal's at the moment. But I didn't upgrade all my forts in this border area. I probably should work on that. Can't upgrade that one because it's under siege, but at least those ones will make a difference. Okay, let's wipe out that French army. Hopefully we can wipe out the French. Or at least occupy the great majority of their territory. Austria is not going to send aid anytime soon, that's fine. Fights raging elsewhere in the world. Oh yeah, I forgot Portuguese colonial nations will be on our side, so we're going to get Peru, Rio de Prata. Prata, interesting, and Brazil. Of course, the issue is up here. Our troops are outnumbered heavily. Looks like my colonial nations have decided focusing on New Spain is the way to go. We're going to barrage this. Hopefully we can actually take out these southern countries first. Won't be the best outcome in the world, but if we take off like 4 or 5 of them. Yes. Bonus morale, yes please. We'll barrage the French fort. I have no worries about wasting military power in a coalition war. It'll be a fight to survive here. Okay. First things first, I should have done this already. Is there anyone not in the coalition itself? No, it literally looks like it is just the coalition. Oh great, East Tennessee has been explored. Let's just make sure my fleet up here is still functioning. It is, good. That would have been bad if all of a sudden I looked up to find that England had been overrun. Going well. Yeah, this force is dead up here, but... as long as I... No, sorry, no one's won enough battles yet. Huh. That little fort of force is still standing pretty strong. I really should get them out of there, but I don't know where I'd send them right now. Hot chocolate is a thing, that's cool. Who doesn't like a good cup of hot chocolate? Also, where are the French forces in this whole mess? Ottomans are fighting the Austrians back a little bit. Come on, Austria, this would be a good time to just peace out of the war. Oh, that's not good. Portugal is getting overrun. You barrage that fort, please. Really got to target the small French force that's still alive. We could take out those 5 French, or 6 French. I think there's probably another one running around, and I don't have to deal with the French anymore. New World colonial rights has expired. They're not loyal. Oh, I can't do it yet. Okay. That's all the French lands occupied. Really could use a diplomat. "70 days, then we can see what people think of this war." Personally, I think going fairly well. Although I wish my colonial nations would be a little bit better at occupying all of the country. Yeah, that's a fight I should win, but let's bring troops over to help. Oh yeah, I forgot the French have such absurd morale even when they're this weak. Look at that, they're almost going to beat me. We've won another siege, good. I'm going to wipe out these guys even though I don't want to. Okay. With this one siege, South America, pretty much mine. And Portugal's. Oh. Let's shift the theater of war into going after these guys. Oh my, they're actually going to beat me? Wow. Disgusting. And my good heir died. Oh boy, when things go wrong, things go really wrong, eh? I don't even have an heir. Let's make sure I got all my royal marriages set up. I think I only have 2, so it's a bit awkward. Considering everyone else in the world seems to hate me. Yeah. I wish Austria and everybody weren't fighting each other. Okay, that whole area is under my control. My force in Canada is still standing, which is relatively amusing. A bit annoyed I lost that fight versus the Pope. What do I have for ideas? Offensive. Oh, I just got good discipline, it looks like, or good morale. Shame, that's gonna cost me 16,000 or more manpower. Ow. Plus now Portugal is wavering on the defense. But where I really could use your help, Austria. Oh, you're actually doing something now. Good. Sorry it's preventing you from winning your war, but I need some help. Long ways to go. I need to get to Fox's capital, and if I can take that, got a shot. That's a long walk, although I can control the ocean, so I might just be able to ferry my troops up. Have any heavy ships? It doesn't. Oh, shoot, we lost that siege. Lost that siege. I can't stop this army. Not good. Okay, let's try a ferrying troop. Just hopefully this doesn't go really bad and cost me half my army. Or back exploring. The Aztec miners are under control. New Spain is relatively under control. Really wish they'd split up and move elsewhere here so I could actually do something. I mean, that's a really good general for the Pope, which is part of the issue. Okay, that is the Spanish Armada, clearly. Shoot. I actually can't beat those guys. Good. Not good at all. Now I'm going to be too late in this attack, but I've already committed. Shoot. Pay more attention. Oh, actually, that was actually a really easy fight. Weird. Load you up. Race you to... There we are. We'll go to Mobile, because then we can march the rest of the way. Yeah, the Spanish Armada is literally just going to be blockading this region. Oh, I did lose control of that colony for the moment. Come on, fleet, don't fail me now. I didn't even realize I had that army of Ireland sitting around. Just to show you I'm not really aware what happens half the time. Even though I should be. If I can retake that fort, that gives me a lot of land back. The Ottomans really should be piecing out of this war at some point, but... Okay, we have landed. Let's march for their capital. The Shawnee are involved in the war. Interesting. See, what would peace be for you now? We've made some progress. I hope the Portuguese don't quit on me now. They are really close. That would be a real problem. If they quit, I'm in serious trouble. Oh, Lombok is done. Okay. Go for there now. Colonize significantly faster than the Mamelukes, luckily. We don't really need a loan, we just need faster marchers. Come on, you shouldn't really be able... They shouldn't really be able to send forces to this war due to the fort, or this battle due to the fort, but... I guess they were able to. Come on. How does the Pope have that good morale? Oh, it's the Spanish morale, okay. A little concerned there for a moment. Trying to figure out how that was all working. Huh. At least Austria now can help me. It doesn't look like Austria got the land they were after? Maybe they did, it's hard to tell. I don't even know what land they were fighting over. Okay. Well, let's take out some of the remaining Papal forces in this area. Backwipes, yes please. I trapped them with the forts, now I can just wipe them all out. There we go. If anything's going to encourage peace, that's helping a lot. Good. Plus now Austria can fully commit. I can actually fully commit to actually wiping out this fort. Go for the Huron fort as well. They're only basic forts because these guys are so poor, so this is going to be relatively easy to take their land. Yeah, should be over fairly soon actually. I'm loving the hunt through the Amazonian jungle that Portugal is just going through there though. A little amusing. Question is, what land can I take in a peace deal? If I can take land in a peace deal. Global trade. Fired in my lands. Thank you. Okay. Where did it technically spawn? Please tell me London. London, yes. Nice. Plus 10% trade power from London. I clearly also need to build a bigger British armada. What are we doing with inflation? We're fine. Okay. Go for a new tech before we go for idea group. Barrage this fort. Bohemian Crystal is now a thing too. Cool. Amazing all the little things they stick in here. I'm going to side with the burgers for the moment. Best New World charters and money. The priests can handle themselves. 48%. Well, let's push it a little bit further. We're winning so easily now. Austria should really make the difference there. Wouldn't mind taking out France completely. I don't think it'd be that easy, but eliminating some of the minor nations might be a good use of my war score. Love how my little Canadian army has survived this entire war sieging Micmac. There we go. Or maybe I'll try and kick the Spanish out of one of my colonial regions. That might also be a good move. 13 colonies might be a good one. They do have a fair amount of land in Florida, but Spanish Canada also might be cool. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Meantime, let's do a chartered trade company, I guess. Really, that's my only decisions. Ignoring corruption, huh? Okay, well, we got another trade merchant. Nice. Where to put you? Put you here, actually. Do what this does. Curious, because it doesn't look like we're actually controlling much of the trade in this region. There we go. Shift 5 gold to the Caribbean. Okay, that's good. We're actually out of manpower. Bit interesting. And you guys are getting killed. Of course you are. Okay, let's see what we can get for peace here. Not really who I want to give me land. Like to do that, but I guess that's too much. Let's actually take it on a little further then. And we'll actually figure out what we can legitimately take. Looks like we can take all of New Spain. I'm thinking that would be a really good decision. Take out these two. Can't take out those guys. Can't take any of those guys if I take out those guys. this army's dead. I'm not too surprised though. Yeah, whatever. Small battle doesn't matter terribly. The real fights are all in Europe at this point anyhow. I'd like them to force them to low war enthusiasm. Then I can take a lot of land. I'll just go to the end of the war here and then we'll stop. How are we in tolerating heretics? We're actually really good, so religious freedom for all. There we go. We tolerate all Christians. Awesome. That's the benefit for being nice to the Lollards early on. Apparently. Let's go recapture some of these forts, maybe. Oh, the Spanish army has shown up. Slowly taking down that score. Well, we can't. Oh, we're 12,000 manpower in debt. That's a bit of an issue. Ten more score. Okay. Glorious army gives me prestige. Okay, happy with that. Spanish are still causing trouble up near London. Oh, we actually lost control of Switzerland. We're looking at here 9. Give me a bit of that. Of course, that would in some ways make the coalition even larger. Well, let's try not taking any land in Europe. Maybe that'll help. Maybe, I doubt it, but yeah, they're not going to surrender. I can at least do that much. That would be a pretty good land gain, I think. Anything else I can small pick up here? Picked up most of the 1% ones. 5%. No. We'll just take that. Can't even take gold. Yep. Big land grab. Mainly we wiped out the Spanish out of Mexico, which is huge. Oh, look at all that land. Of course, on the other hand, that's now all Catholic land we have to deal with converting, but sadly, Anglicanism is not really taken off in some of these other countries, it looks like. Bit disappointing. Anyhow, that's it for this episode. We've survived a huge coalition, and I haven't actually offended too much of Europe, really. So, probably do it again in a little while. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.